the speech for 2 weeks. I've been planning it since the bachelorette party. I think every bachelorette knows it. I'm so nervous I'm gonna screw up. So naturally, what I'm gonna do, I asked my 2 best friends for advice last night. We sat down for some cocktails. Andrew and Cutter, can you stand up for me, please? Andrew and Cutter. I might be your best man, but let's be honest. We both wouldn't be here without you too. So last night, I figured I hadn't written anything. I asked them for advice. Maybe we'll sit down for some cocktails. We talked I let them talk for about 30 seconds. I realized that was the biggest mistake of my life. I should only take advice from Louise German. It's the only friend I should take advice from. But I figured I'd share some of their thoughts on Louise German. This is coming from them. I wrote it down kind of a little bit hastily on my way here. We'll start with what Andrew thought. I think you should start with this. If you gave Louise a Swiss Army knife and told him to build something for your family, what would be the end result? He'd build you a house. He'd build you a garden with its own working irrigation system. He'd catch fish in the local river and serve the fish with a side of greens from the garden for dinner. He'd farm potatoes, ferment the potatoes, and distill the finest vodka to go along with dinner. Parentheses, make sure you say that's better than Tito's vodka. Andrew kept going, obviously, as Andrew does, he never stops. He'd also build a school for small children in the neighborhood. And to finish, he'd build a house of prayer for the elderly. All right, Andrew, at this point, can we maybe do something that's not as ridiculous at this point? Come on. Okay. This is what it comes. This is the second idea. How about you equate marriage to war? If you're in a foxhole, who would you want to be in a foxhole with? And the answer, Louise German. At this point, I gave up trying to take advice from Andrew. And I asked Cutter, Cutter, do you have any input? He's been at the hotel rooftop for about 20, 25 minutes. I think he had about 10 beers at that point. He says, we should start talking about soccer and the Southampton Seahawks. Those were the best years of our lives. Really? That's all we have at this point? That's pretty much the best we're gonna get. He says, don't worry. In the morning, I'll talk to you about how you see a PowerPoint presentation for college. I did a great job at it. So I gave up on Cutter. So I figured I would just tell a couple stories about why I think you guys are the most perfect couple in the entire world. And that's from my own personal experience, and I don't need Cutter or Andrew's notes for this one. I'm gonna throw that one away. I'll start with the first time we ever met Louise. That would be in 6th grade. Cutter wanted me to mention that I was probably in a light blue Yankee hat, and would probably be tilted to the side a little bit. He wanted me to tell you that. It was just for reminiscing. Louise Sr., favorite man in the entire world, dropped Louise Jr. off at school. Louise couldn't speak a lick of English at the time. He didn't know where to go. All he does is go to the main office. Hello? That's all I got. He reminisced, he told me that he said it's the most nervous day of his life. I didn't even know Louise German got nervous. That's an anomaly for me. So, more did Louise do? Louise did what he's done his entire life. He persevered. He watched Sports Center. He used to tell me, I said, how'd you learn English so quickly? He said, I watched Sports Center every morning in English. It was the only way I could get to learn it because I knew what was going on. And he watched us play sports. he tried to join our local soccer team. He didn't make it that first year. And it was a bunch of BS, we'll just leave it at that. But you know what he did? He came to every single practice, he watched every single game, and all he wanted the jersey, that Southampton Seahawks jersey, the one that Cutter says I have to mention. A year later, he got that jersey. German on the back, Southampton Seahawks on the front. Cutter, when I was telling him the story, he said that Cutter's dad drove him home that night. He said it was the best feeling in the world, just to be part of something. From that on, he was part of our family. That was, I can tell you, Andrew's family, Cutter's family, my family, to have to be part of our family has been the best thing we've ever had in our entire life, and we can't thank you for that. So we'll fast forward 8 years. I get a call from Andrew, sophomores in college. Andrew says, Luis is in love. No. Luis would tell me if he's in love. I'm his best friend. He'd tell me before you. I'm way better friends with him. He said, no. He's at this Halloween party, I'm telling you, there was an angel there. I didn't believe him. So Jessica came out. Luis brought Jessica out to dinner with my family. We had dinner at Bobby Van's in Bridgehampton. And I think my mom said it. She said, that's an angel right there. For the next 6 years, I think my mom's called me the wifey ever since that dinner. And over that time, Luis, what he's done, I just want to define family to him. He's worked my business every single day, as hard as he can. He'll come home, he'll solve every problem. He'll make my mom a gin and tonic. He'll race up to Yonkers. He'll go clean the pool, make sure Miss Murphy's pool is nice and clean. He'll finish the lawn. He won't take a day off. He'll make sure that everyone else in his family is taken care of before he takes care of himself. And now Luis and Jess, they're gonna start their own family and they're gonna start their own lives. And all I can say is, I will support you with just as much as I can the way you supported me. Because I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. And I can't wait to support your new family. And I told Willie I was gonna finish it off with this. When your kid's old enough, drinks are on Willie, Margs are on Willie, right? Timeline barbecue. Love you, man.